Sidemen faced their Sidemen faced their worst nightmare. 24 hours in a haunted house. As the night fell, the Sidemen found themselves standing in front of a towering, decrepit mansion that seemed to emanate an eerie energy. The air was thick with anticipation, and a sense of unease settled upon each member. This was the beginning of their worst nightmare, 24 hours in a haunted house. Led by their fearless leader, KSI, the Sidemen cautiously stepped through the creaking front door, their hearts pounding in their chests. The once grand entrance hall was now dilapidated, with cobwebs hanging from the ceiling and dust covering the cracked marble floor. The flickering candlelight cast eerie shadows on the peeling wallpaper. The group split up, each member armed with a flashlight, determined to uncover the secrets that lay within the haunted house. They knew they had to confront their deepest fears, but little did they know what awaited them in the dark corners of each room. As they ventured deeper into the mansion, the haunting whispers of ghostly voices echoed through the halls. Goosebumps formed on their skin, and their nerves began to fray. But the Sidemen pressed on, their camaraderie and competitive spirit keeping them going. First, they encountered a room filled with antique dolls, their lifeless eyes seemingly following their every move. The Sidemen could feel an eerie presence in the room, as if the dolls themselves were watching and waiting. Harry, known for his fear of dolls, couldn't help but let out a nervous laugh as he tried to keep his composure. Moving on, they entered a room where portraits of long-gone residents adorned the walls. The eyes in the paintings seemed to follow them, and the Sidemen couldn't shake the feeling that they were being watched. Simon, who had always been skeptical of the supernatural, felt a chill run down his spine as he turned to see a portrait of a figure that resembled him, but with haunting, hollow eyes. As the night wore on, the supernatural occurrences intensified. Objects moved on their own, doors slammed shut, and unexplainable whispers grew louder. Fear began to grip the Sidemen, testing their resolve. But they stuck together, offering support and encouragement to one another. Suddenly, the sound of a blood-curdling scream pierced the air, causing the Sidemen to freeze in their tracks. They rushed to the source of the sound, only to find Ethan, drenched in sweat and trembling. He had stumbled upon a room filled with mirrors, each reflecting a distorted version of himself. The mirrors seemed to distort reality, showing horrifying images that played tricks with his mind. As the hours ticked by, the Sidemen faced their worst nightmares head-on. From paranormal encounters to psychological terrors, they pushed themselves to the limit. But ultimately, they discovered that their biggest strength was their unity. Each member found solace in the presence of their friends, offering comfort during their most vulnerable moments. Finally, as the first rays of dawn broke through the curtains, the Sidemen emerged from the haunted house, exhausted but triumphant. They had faced their fears and conquered the nightmarish challenges that awaited them. This experience had tested their courage, strengthened their bond, and left them with memories that would last a lifetime. As they walked away from the haunted house, the Sidemen couldn't help but smile, knowing that they had conquered their worst nightmare together. And with newfound confidence, they were ready to face any challenge that came their way, knowing that as long as they stood united, they could overcome anything. They returned to their daily lives, but with a renewed sense of camaraderie and a deeper appreciation for the strength of their friendship. The haunted house had taught them the importance of relying on one another, not just in times of fear and hardship, but in all aspects of life. The Sidemen continued to create content and entertain their millions of fans, but now there was an added layer of authenticity to their videos. Their audience could see the genuine bond between them, forged through the trials of their haunted house experience. They shared their story, inspiring others to face their own fears and find strength in the support of their loved ones. As time went on, the Sidemen's unity became their trademark. They tackled new challenges together, always standing side by side, ready to lend a helping hand or offer a word of encouragement. Whether it was diving into freezing waters, attempting extreme sports, or even facing their personal demons, they knew they could rely on each other. Their journey from the haunted house had transformed them into a tight-knit group, not just colleagues, but a family. They celebrated each other's successes, comforted one another in times of defeat, and always had each other's backs. Their fans admired their resilience and drew inspiration from the unwavering support they displayed. The Sidemen's story became a testament to the power of friendship and the strength that can be found in unity. They used their platform to spread positivity and encourage others to build strong connections in their own lives. They organized charity events, donated to causes close to their hearts, and encouraged their fans to do the same. In the end, the haunted house had been more than just a terrifying experience for the Sidemen. It had been a transformative journey that had shaped them into better individuals and strengthened their bond as a group. They had faced their fears, conquered their nightmares, and emerged victorious, not just as individuals, but as a united force. And as they looked back on that fateful night, they couldn't help but be grateful for the challenges they had faced. It was through those trials that they had discovered their greatest strength, the power of unity. And armed with this knowledge, they were ready to face any obstacle that came their way, knowing that as long as they stood together, they could overcome anything. They continued to inspire their followers by sharing their story of growth and the importance of unity. Through their videos and social media posts, they encouraged their fans to embrace the power of unity in their own lives, reminding them that together, they could achieve great things. The Sidemen's journey also taught them the value of giving back. They realized that their platform came with a responsibility to make a positive impact on the world. They organized more charity events, collaborated with other creators to raise funds for various causes, and used their influence to spread awareness about important social issues. Their fans, inspired by the Sidemen's actions, began to follow suit. Together, they formed a tight-knit community that was not only entertained by their favorite creators, but also motivated to make a difference. The Sidemen's message of unity and giving back resonated with people from all walks of life, and their positive influence continued to grow. As time went on, the Sidemen faced new challenges and obstacles. They encountered setbacks and moments of doubt, but they never wavered in their belief in the power of unity. They knew that as long as they stayed united, they could overcome anything that came their way. Their bond as a group grew stronger with each passing day. They supported and uplifted each other, celebrating each other's successes and helping each other through difficult times. They became more than just friends. They became a family. The Sidemen's journey was a testament to the strength that can be found in unity. They showed the world that when people come together, they can create positive change, overcome their fears, and achieve their dreams. And so, the Sidemen continued on their path, spreading their message of unity and positivity to all who would listen. They knew that their journey was far from over, but they were ready to face whatever came their way, knowing that as long as they stood together, they could conquer anything. As the Sidemen continued their journey, they encountered new challenges and obstacles that tested their unity and resolve. They faced criticism from skeptics who doubted their abilities and questioned their motives. They were met with setbacks that made them question if their dreams were truly attainable. There were moments of doubt when they wondered if they were on the right path. But in those moments, they turned to each other for support and encouragement. They reminded each other of their shared vision and the impact they were making on their fans and followers. The Sidemen knew that their strength came from their unity. They understood that they were stronger together than they could ever be on their own. So, they leaned on each other during difficult times, offering words of wisdom and lending a helping hand whenever needed. They celebrated each other's successes with genuine joy and excitement, understanding that one person's victory was a victory for the entire group. They knew that by uplifting each other, they were creating an environment where everyone could thrive. Through their journey, the Sidemen became more than just friends. They became a family. They shared not only their triumphs, but also their vulnerabilities and fears. They created a safe space where they could be themselves and find comfort in knowing that they were not alone in their struggles. Their bond grew stronger with each passing day, and their belief in the power of unity became unshakable. They realized that unity was not just a concept, it was a way of life. It was the foundation upon which they built their success and the driving force behind their mission. The Sidemen's message of unity and positivity resonated with millions of people around the world. They inspired others to come together, overcome their differences, and work towards a common goal. They showed the world that when people Sidemen confront their deepest fears. 24 hours in a terrifying haunted house as the sun began to set, casting an eerie glow over the desolate landscape. the Sidemen gathered outside the looming entrance of the haunted house. The air was thick with anticipation, each member nervously exchanging glances, their hearts pounding in their chests. They had willingly signed up for this challenge, eager to confront their deepest fears head-on. Little did they know just how terrifying the next 24 hours would be. The doors creaked open, revealing a dark and foreboding interior. With a collective breath, they stepped inside, their footsteps echoing through the empty hallways. The house seemed to come alive with sinister energy, each room holding its own unique horrors. Ethan, known for his fear of spiders, stumbled upon a room filled with webs, the arachnids lurking in every corner. His screams echoed through the house, sending shivers down the spines of his fellow Sidemen. JJ, always the daredevil, found himself in a room filled with mirrors, each reflecting a distorted version of himself. He couldn't help but feel a chill run down his spine as he saw his reflection contort into grotesque shapes. Meanwhile, Harry, known for his fear of the supernatural, stumbled upon a room that seemed to defy the laws of physics. Furniture levitated in midair, shadows danced on the walls, and whispers echoed through the room. His face turned pale as he witnessed objects moving on their own, his worst nightmare coming to life. As the night wore on, the Sidemen's fears intensified. They were pushed to their limits, forced to confront the very things that haunted their dreams. But amidst the terror, a strange camaraderie began to form. They relied on each other for support, offering words of encouragement and lending a helping hand when needed. Simon, the self-proclaimed leader of the group, took charge, guiding his friends through the maze of horrors. He reminded them to stay strong, that they were in this together. The Sidemen found solace in their unity, their bond growing stronger with each passing hour. Eventually, dawn broke, casting a faint light through the shattered windows of the haunted house. The Sidemen emerged from the darkness, their faces weary but triumphant. They had faced their deepest fears and emerged stronger than ever before. As they walked away from the haunted house, a sense of accomplishment washed over them. They had not only conquered their individual fears, but had also forged an unbreakable bond as a group. They realized that facing their fears together had made them stronger, both as individuals and as friends. The Sidemen left the haunted house with a newfound appreciation for the power of unity and the strength that can be found in facing one's fears head-on. They knew that no matter what challenges lay ahead, they would always have each other to rely on. And so, as they walked into the sunrise, their fears left behind in the haunted house, the Sidemen were ready to face whatever came their way, knowing that together they could conquer anything. They walked in silence, their footsteps echoing in the empty streets as the first rays of sunlight bathed their tired faces. The weight of their journey still lingered, but it was now accompanied by a profound sense of accomplishment and growth. Each member of the Sidemen felt a renewed sense of purpose, knowing that they had faced their fears head-on and emerged victorious. As they made their way back to their homes, they couldn't help but reflect on the obstacles they had overcome. Josh, who had always been afraid of failure, had confronted his insecurities and realized that mistakes were merely stepping stones towards success. Simon, who had battled with self-doubt, had found the courage to trust in his own abilities and embrace his true potential. JJ, who had grappled with the fear of vulnerability, had learned the strength that comes from opening up and relying on others for support. The haunted house had been a catalyst for their individual growth, but it had also brought them closer together as a group. The Sidemen had always been friends, but now they were more than that. They were a team, bound by their shared experiences and strengthened by the unwavering support they had shown one another. As the sun rose higher in the sky, casting a warm glow over the city, the Sidemen couldn't help but smile. They knew that their journey was far from over, and that there would still be challenges to face. But they were no longer afraid. They had proven to themselves that they were capable of conquering their fears and standing strong in the face of adversity. With newfound confidence and a deep sense of camaraderie, the Sidemen walked towards the future, ready to take on whatever came their way. They understood that life would always have its share of haunted houses, but they also knew that as long as they faced them together, they would always come out on the other side, stronger and more resilient than before. And so, as the world woke up around them, the Sidemen continued their journey, knowing that they had each other to lean on and that together they could conquer anything. They ventured into new territories, exploring uncharted paths and pushing the boundaries of their comfort zones. They took on new challenges, both individually and as a group, knowing that they had the unwavering support of their fellow Sidemen. Through their shared experiences, the Sidemen had formed an unbreakable bond. They had witnessed each other's triumphs and failures, celebrated victories, and offered a shoulder to lean on during moments of doubt. They had become more than just a group of individuals. They were a family. As they faced new obstacles, the Sidemen relied on their collective strength and wisdom. They knew that they could always count on each other for guidance, encouragement, and a much-needed dose of laughter. Together, they were an unstoppable force, capable of overcoming any challenge that came their way. With every step they took, the Sidemen grew stronger. They learned from their mistakes, embraced their imperfections, and used their past experiences as stepping stones towards a brighter future. They encouraged each other to dream big and chase their passions, knowing that they had a support system that would always be there to catch them if they fell. The Sidemen's journey was not always smooth sailing. There were moments of doubt, setbacks, and even the occasional disagreement. But they never let those moments define them. Instead, they used them as opportunities to grow, to learn, and to become better versions of themselves. As they continued on their journey, the Sidemen became an inspiration to those around them. Their unwavering determination, their unbreakable bond, and their resilience in the face of adversity served as a reminder that anything was possible with the right support system. And so, the Sidemen walked towards the future, hand in hand, ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead. They knew that they were not alone in their journey, for they had each other. Bound by their shared experiences and strengthened by their unwavering support, the Sidemen were ready to conquer the world, one adventure at a time. Their passions drove them forward, fueling their creativity and pushing them to explore new avenues. Each member of the Sidemen had their own unique talents and interests, whether it be gaming, music, fashion, or content creation. They embraced their individuality, celebrating the diversity within their group and using it to their advantage. With their support system firmly in place, the Sidemen knew they could take risks and chase their dreams fearlessly. They encouraged each other to step out of their comfort zones, to try new things, and to never settle for mediocrity. Failure was not seen as a setback, but rather as an opportunity for growth and improvement. Through their journey, the Sidemen faced challenges that tested their resolve. There were moments when self-doubt crept in, when they questioned their abilities, and when disagreements arose. But they never allowed these obstacles to tear them apart. Instead, they leaned on one another, offering words of encouragement, lending a helping hand, and reminding each other of their shared vision. The Sidemen's journey was not just about their own success and accomplishments. They also recognized the importance of giving back and using their platform for good. They engaged in charitable endeavors, raising awareness and funds for causes close to their hearts. They understood that with great influence came great responsibility, and they used their influence to make a positive impact on the world around them. As the Sidemen continued to grow and evolve, their impact extended far beyond their immediate circle. They inspired countless individuals to pursue their own passions, to believe in themselves, and to surround themselves with a strong support system. Their journey became a testament to the power of friendship, dedication, and resilience. And so, the Sidemen's story continues, with each member continuing to chase their dreams and inspire others along the way. They may face new challenges and obstacles, but they will always have each other to lean on. With their passions as their compass and their support system as their anchor, the Sidemen are ready to conquer whatever lies ahead, leaving a lasting legacy in the process. Their platform for good expanded beyond just raising awareness and funds. The Sidemen recognized the importance of using their platform to educate and empower others. They started organizing workshops, seminars, and speaking engagements to share their knowledge and experiences with aspiring content creators and young individuals looking to make a difference. The Sidemen knew that their success